Boric froze at the edge of the ravine, the human baby cradled in his trembling arms. Behind him, the heavy footsteps of Gorhel the Iron Clan enforcer rumbled through the moss. The air felt tight, squeezed between fear, the unknown, and the ancient stone law that forbade trolls from touching humans. But Boric's grip tightened anyway. "Boric, what is that?" Gorhel growled. Boric swallowed hard. I don't know, but it's alive. It needs help." Gorhel stepped closer, widening as he realized what Boric held. "That's no beast. That's a myth, a danger. Humans bring ruin. Stone law forbids. I can't leave it," Boric whispered. Gorhel's jaw tightened like granite cracking. "You'll doom us all." The moment Gorhel turned away to summon the elders, Boric bolted. Moss whipped past his feet as he sprinted through the forest, holding the baby tight against his chest. The cries cut through him, tiny, weak, desperate. "Stay quiet, little one. Please," Boric begged. Trees leaned in, listening like ancient judges. Every troll path, every stone marker, every carved warning seemed to glare at him. Humans bring fire, humans bring ruin. Stone law protects, but Boric's mother had always told him something different. Kindness is older than law. He hoped she was right. His mother, Torga, was thin and pale, but sharp-eyed as ever. She sat beside the hearth, grinding herbs, when Boric burst inside. "Mother, please don't be frightened," Boric said. Torga looked up and saw the baby. Her stone bowl slipped from her hands and shattered. "Boric, what have you done? Please." "It was alone. Hurt. I couldn't leave it." Torga pressed a trembling hand to her mouth. "The clans will exile you, or worse. I know, and yet you brought it here. I couldn't let it die." Silence hung between them, thick and heavy, until the baby whimpered. Torga's expression softened. "Give it here," she sighed. Boric blinked. "You'll help?" "I'll help the helpless," she said, "even if the world won't." Night fell. Torches flickered outside. Drums echoed through the forest, slow, thunderous, the sound of a clan summit. Torga's breath hitched. The elders. Boric stood, clutching a wooden staff. "I'll protect both of you." "Boric, listen to me," Torga whispered fiercely. "You cannot fight your clan. You must hide. Take the ravine path. Now. But go." With the baby wrapped against his chest, Boric slipped out the back. Shadows swallowed him as voices grew closer. Moonlight poured into the ravine, turning the rock silver. Boric climbed down carefully, using roots as handholds. The baby fussed. "Shh, I know. I'm scared too." A rustle behind him. Boric spun. A smaller troll stood there, Fenna, the young scout, barely past her first century. "Boric," she whispered, "everyone's looking for you. They say you stole a forbidden creature." Boric hesitated, then opened the cloth. Fenna gasped. "A human? They're real?" "Yes. And it's just a baby. You have to turn it over." "Stone law." "Stone law doesn't know this child," Boric snapped. "It only knows fear." Fenna stared between him and the infant, then her eyes softened. "What do you want from me?" "Help," Boric breathed. "Please." Above them came a deep rumble, the elders chanting. The old runes etched into the cliffs glowed faint blue. Fenna paled. "They're invoking stone sight. They'll see everything in the ravine. We need to move," Boric said. "Where?" "Deeper." They climbed down into the forbidden depths, a place trolls feared even more than humans. The ravine grew darker, the air colder. Strange markings appeared on the wall's swirls. Figures, ancient carvings. Fenna stopped. "These symbols, they're not troll-made." As if in answer, the baby began to cry. Loud, too loud. The carvings lit up. A wave of energy pulls through the stone. Boric staggered, clutching the baby. What's happening?" Fenna shielded her eyes. The rocks, they're responding to the child. Above them, the chant stopped. Shouts. Panic. The cliffs trembled. Boric looked up just as a slab cracked loose, tumbling toward them. He threw himself around the baby, but the stone froze in midair. Light poured from the baby's tiny hands. Fenna gasped. "Boric, the myth. The humans. They had magic?" Boric stared in awe. This baby saved us. A boom shook the ravine. The elders appeared at the rim, cloaked in stone masks, their staffs glowing. Gorhul pointed down at Boric like a judge delivering a sentence. Seize him and destroy that creature. Dozens of armored trolls stormed down the path. Fenna grabbed Boric's hand. We can't outrun them. What do we do? Boric held the baby close. I don't know, but I won't let them harm him. A troll soldier leapt toward them, and the baby screamed. Light exploded outward. The cliff shattered. Boric and Fenna were thrown backward as the ravine floor gave way beneath their feet. They fell into darkness. Fell. Boric reached for Fenna's hand. She grabbed his. The baby floated between them, glowing like a star. The last thing Boric heard was the elders shouting above. The prophecy awakens. Then everything went black. Boric's consciousness returned slowly like stone warming in morning light. His head throbbed. Cold air brushed his skin. He opened his eyes. Darkness. A cavern roof veined with faint blue minerals. Water dripping somewhere. A dim glow nearby. The baby. Boric sat up with a gasp. Little one, are you hurt? The infant lay on a bed of soft moss, glowing weakly, but unharmed. Boric exhaled in relief. Then he froze. Fenna? She lay several paces away, limp. Boric crawled to her side. Fenna, please wake up. Her eyes fluttered open. Boric, are we dead? No, but we're somewhere underground. Fenna winced, touching her forehead. The ravine collapsed. The elders. The soldiers. Boric looked upward. Only stone. No way back. We fell deeper than any troll has ever climbed, Fenna whispered. Boric nodded. But we're alive. Because of him. They both looked at the human infant. Fenna's voice trembled. Boric, what is this child? I don't know, he said softly. But he saved us twice now. Boric lifted a small glowing fungus from the cavern floor to light their path. The glow spread just enough to reveal a narrow passageway leading deeper. Symbols lined the wall spirals. Runes, pictographs of tall, thin figures. Humans, Fenna whispered. These are humans. Boric touched one carving. A human figure holding a glowing orb. Fenna stepped beside him. Look at the next one. Another carving showed trolls bowing to a human. Boric frowned. That can't be right. Trolls have ruled this land since the first mountains rose. Or so the clans say. Fenna traced a crack in the stone. But these carvings are older than troll-cut runes. Boric studied the images. A world where humans walk with light. A world where trolls serve them. A world swallowed by darkness. Then one last symbol. A single infant, wrapped in glowing cloth. Boric froze. Fenna whispered, is this a prophecy? I don't know, but it looks like him. As they followed the tunnel, the baby grew restless again, fussing and kicking. We need to rest, Fenna said. Boric shook his head. We don't know what lives down here. We need to keep moving. The cavern opened into a massive chamber supported by thick stone pillars. The air was warmer here. Strange plants, half fungus, half flower, glowed gently. But what caught their eyes was the far wall. A gate, circular, perfectly carved, covered in symbols. The baby cooed, and the gate responded. Light rippled across the symbols like ripples in a pond. Fenna gasped. It's reacting to him. Boric felt a chill. Is this a prison or a sanctuary? The baby reached out a tiny hand. The gate unlocked with a deep, ancient hum. Inside was a long gallery with strange stone artifacts, tall staffs, cracked crystal bowls, masks shaped like human faces. Fenna whispered, these are relics. Boric nodded, but not troll relics. They walked deeper, footsteps echoed. Boric stopped. Did you hear? A figure stepped out from behind a fallen pillar. A tall shape, thin, lithe, not a troll, not covered in stone, but in pale skin. Human, alive. Boric froze. Fenna gasped. The human stepped closer, hands raised peacefully. His eyes glowed faintly, like the baby's. His voice was soft but clear. At last, The child has returned. Boric clutched the infant tighter. You can speak? Yes, the human said. And I have waited centuries for this moment. Fenna trembled. But humans are extinct. The man smiled sadly. Not extinct. Hiding. Broken. Scattered. We survived in the deep places, the places trolls feared to look. Boric stepped back. Who are you? I am Alrin, the man said, placing one hand on his chest. Keeper of the last sanctuary. He gazed at the baby with reverence. And that child is the one our ancestors promised would return. The luminary. Luminary, Boric echoed. Born with ancient light, Alrin said, the last hope of humans and trolls. Alrin led them deeper into the gallery, lighting torches with a wave of his hand. Boric's eyes widened. How are you doing that? Humans were once connected to the world's energy, Alrin said. Trolls inherited stone. We inherited light. He arrived at a massive mural. It showed humans and trolls standing together, then humans wielding shining orbs, then trolls fleeing, then war, then ruin. Fenna swallowed hard. Stone law says humans tried to destroy the clans, and human lore says trolls betrayed us, Alrin replied quietly. The truth is worse. Both sides feared each other, and both struck first. Boric whispered, the baby, the luminary. Why is he born now? Because the world is breaking again, Alrin said, and the prophecies say the luminary will choose the future. Fenna stepped closer to the mural. Choose? Humans once nearly extinguished trolls, Alrin said. Trolls nearly wiped us out in return. If the cycle begins again, he paused, there will be no survivors this time. Boric looked down at the infant. He's just a child. All children grow, Alrin said, and power grows with them. A distant boom shook the chamber. Dust fell from the ceiling. Alrin's expression darkened. They found the upper tunnels. Fenna stiffened. The elders? No, Alrin said grimly. Something worse. The cavern trembled again. A roar echoed through the stone deep, guttural, ancient. Boric's eyes widened. What was that? Alrin whispered a word that tasted of old fear. The Gorgolith. Boric's breath hitched. That's just a legend. Fenna shook her head slowly. No, I heard the scouts speak of it. A creature older than trolls, older than humans. Alrin nodded. A guardian set in the deep places during the old war, designed to destroy anything that tries to uncover the past. Boric clutched the baby as another roar thundered through the tunnels. Alrin turned sharply. There is only one way out. Follow me. He led them toward a narrow escape tunnel, but as they neared it, a massive shadow filled the far end of the chamber. The Gorgolith stepped through, a towering beast of obsidian plates and molten cracks, eyes like burning coals. Fenna whispered, stone above. Boric stepped forward instinctively, holding the baby close. The Gorgolith roared. The cavern shook. Alrin shouted, run. But the baby lifted his hand, and the Gorgolith froze, every glowing crack on its body dim, its molten breath quieted. The creature lowered its head as if bowing. Alrin stared in disbelief. Impossible, Fenna whispered. This child commands it. Boric looked down at the infant, stunned, and the infant looked back, calm, eyes glowing softly. With the Gorgolith subdued, Alrin led them through the escape passage. They emerged in a hidden underground grove, illuminated by a glowing waterfall. Alrin stopped at a stone altar marked with 3 symbols. The prophecy speaks of 3 futures, he said, and the luminary will choose which path the world follows. He pointed to the first symbol. 1. Light restored. Humans and trolls unite, guided by the luminary. 2. Stone unbroken. Trolls crush humanity forever. 3. Fire reborn. Human magic ignites a new war, and both races fall. Boric shook his head. How can a child choose all that? He will choose through those who raise him, Alrin said softly, and those who protect him. Fenna stepped back, overwhelmed. Boric, this is too big. We're no elders. We're no heroes. Boric held the baby close. Maybe not, but we're all he has. Alrin nodded. Then you must flee the troll lands. The elders will hunt you. The clans will fear you. The world is shifting. Another tremor shook the cavern. The Gorgolith will not remain calm for long, Auron warned. Its obedience is fragile, a reaction to the luminary's power, but it will recover. Boric's jaw tightened. Where must we go? Auron gestured toward a tunnel leading even deeper underground, to the Crescent Hollow, the last safe refuge. Beyond it lies the human enclaves. Fenna hesitated. But if trolls find out we're helping humans, they will call you traitors, Auron finished. Boric nodded slowly. Then we go. He secured the child against his chest. Fenna took a deep breath and stepped beside him. Auron pressed a hand to the baby's forehead. Protect him, and he may yet save us all. The cavern shook again, far stronger. A roar thundered behind them. The Gorgolith was waking. Auron shouted, "Go now!" Boric and Fenna sprinted into the tunnel. The baby's glow lit the darkness. Behind them, the Gorgolith roared, the sound of a monster shaking off the influence of ancient magic. Boric didn't look back. He ran.